Okay, the next technique that I'm going to demonstrate today is the wet onto wet technique. Now in order to do this, you're going to actually start with wet paper. So you'll notice that I have two water trays today. I'm going to have one for rinsing my brushes and one to have clean water to wet my paper with when I want to use it. Now you're not going to be able to see this in the video, but when I'm adding a little bit of water to the whole piece of paper, the whole square, before I actually start using my watercolor. What this is going to do is it's going to be very similar to what happened with the wet on dry. However, the paper being wet is going to cause the watercolor to work differently. It's going to react differently. So I'm going to dip my brush in a little water and I'm going to try a color. So again, remember with this, I'm only using just a little bit on the tip of the brush. I'm not adding a ton of watercolor here. And as soon as I put this down, you're going to see that the paint reacts really differently when it's applied onto a wet surface. I'm going to go over this again. And if I zoom in here, you'll see what I mean by that. So the paint kind of starts to move through the water, expanding as you put it down, creating a different kind of feel and look. It's a little bit softer of an edge that you get when you use this technique versus the wet on dry. And that's basically it. So for today, experiment with thick and thin lines. Experiment with dark to light, trying to see how the ink or the watercolor paint reacts to the wet on wet technique.